I want to thank everybody for coming out for that Celebrate National Night Out with District D2. I want to thank everybody who's here. We have a couple people who are here who we're going to announce. First and foremost, if we can bring up the mayor of the city of Boston. We have a full cavalcade of important people here, the people who make this city move, who keep the chains moving, who keep it oiled. All right, first and foremost, let me pass the mic over to Mayor Marty Walsh.
Thank you very much, Ed. How's everyone doing tonight, Roxbury? Let me just say, first of all, I just got whipped on the basketball court a minute ago. Where's my opponent? He's around here somewhere. He challenged me and I lost. I want to first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. This is a great night in the city of Boston. National Night Out's been around for 36 years. It's a night that we celebrate people in the neighborhood, crime fighting, crime watchers, people who do amazing things in our community, and I want to thank you for that. I want to thank all the different organizations that are here tonight as well for being here with us. I want to give a shout out to a few elected officials that are here. Our citywide city councilor, Anisha Salby George is here. Our district city council, Kim Janey, is here. Your state representative, my friend, Representative China Tyler's here. Our district attorney of Suffolk County, Rachel Rawlings, is here. She paid a few people to yell louder. Our Boston Police Commissioner, who's celebrating 1 year tonight as the Commissioner, Commissioner Willie Gross is here. We have members of our command staff that's here. We also have the MBTA Police that's represented here tonight, Sheriff and MBTA Police. We have our brand new Superintendent of Boston Public Schools, Brendan Casilius is here. We have representatives from EMS here as well. I want to thank you, EMS, for being here tonight. And tonight really is about a celebration of our community and celebrating the work that we're doing. And this last weekend, we had a horrible tragedy in El Paso, Texas, and in Dayton, Ohio. A lot of people got killed in mass shootings. And I've been talking about that today. The lack of ineffectiveness by our United States Senate for not passing legislation. Every day in America, kids and people lose their life in cities and urban cities in America. And if you add them up, we have a mass shooting in America every single day. We need action on a Washington level. They need to take gun action on Washington because most of the guns that we have in our city that end up on our streets either come from the north or the south. They're not purchased here. They're not purchased legally here. They're purchased legally in another state because there's no gun laws in those states necessarily, or very weak gun laws in those states. Those guns end up in our kids' hands, and life is lost because of that. So I'm asking people here today to stand up. Enough is enough of that. We need the Congress and we need the Senate to do their job. As a United States Senator, United States Congressperson, your job is to take votes on issues whether you like it or not. Your job is to tell people where you stand. And right now what they're doing, they're hiding behind Mitch McConnell and the NRA, and that's just not right. And that has a big impact on our streets in the city of Boston right now, in other cities around America. So I'm asking you when you leave here, not necessarily tonight, but tomorrow, don't be afraid to call Senator Warren's office and call Senator Kerry's office and tell them that you demand action. Markey, excuse me. Markey, Kerry was before. You demand action. And I'm going to stop talking right now because I made a mistake. So I'm going to turn the mic back over to Eddie. Oh no, I'm going to bring up the Commissioner of Boston Police Department, Commissioner Willie Gross.
Let's hear it from the mayor. So thank you. So today and tomorrow is my 1 year anniversary. But guess what? Thank you very much. But for all of the seniors here, I only made it this far because the seniors paved the way for me. I came from the neighborhood. That's why I applaud National Night Out, because it is shutting up the haters. Those that only dwell on the negative is showing what we can do as a community. We care for our children, we care for our families, and we care about our neighborhoods. So National Night Out recognizes what we do the entire year, not just one night. So all of you should really be proud, because Boston is #1 in community policing. no matter what you hear that may be printed negatively, you are all doing a great job. We should not concentrate on the 1 or 2% that are doing negative, but we should be concentrating on you, the 98% that are bringing it each and every day. And look at your partnership. Seniors, look what you have done with your village. Look at the politicians. Look at the DA. Look at our great mayor. Boston's come a long way. We still got a little work to do, but National Night Out is just celebrating what we do each and every day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Woo! Back to, wait a minute. And coming to our stage, believe it or not, we work hand in hand together. Because when I said there's more work to be done, it can only be done in partnership. And this young lady really cares about the community. We have a lot to do to shut up the haters and start breaking those negative stereotypical views and perceptions. And we can do that today by hearing from the leaders in the community like District Attorney Rachel Rollins. Yay.
Thank you. So I am a happy resident of Roxbury, and I made the choice when I was fortunate enough to be elected about 6.5 months ago to move into the communities or a part of Suffolk County that actually there has a lot of police presence in it and a lot of presence from my office. It is a beautiful, beautiful place, as we all know. I want the media to be at events like this, which is what Roxbury is really about, and not exclusively when there are violent occurrences that are occasional. That's not what Roxbury is. This is what Roxbury is. So I can tell you I'm going to fight very, very hard to make sure that we are uplifting people. We are not branding them or only seeing them as maybe the worst decision or worst circumstance they found themselves in their lives. I'm working very hard to make sure that we have quarry reform. I'm really proud of the fact that we are challenging some of the things that are happening on a federal level in our local areas with respect to ICE litigation and standing up for every single resident in Suffolk County, whether they are documented or not. And I'm really excited about some of the successes we've had in federal court to do that. So you have my word, we're going to work very hard. We have some work to do with respect to some of the upticks, small upticks in violence we've seen, but we're working hard to think of solutions. So I think the next person who I know very well is dedicated to this issue. We've spoken about this quite a bit. You are lucky to have her as your representative, is Representative China Tyler.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Attorney Rollins. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, most of you guys know me, but if you don't know, I'm Representative China Tyler. I represent Roxbury as a part of a couple other neighborhoods that I'm so fortunate to represent on Beacon Hill at the Massachusetts State House. And everybody that spoke before me is absolutely right. We do have a real issue with violence and guns in our city, but it's very, very important for us to celebrate positive times. I think something that's most important for me today is that we are exemplifying what it means to have a positive relationship between authority and our community. And it's just very, very beautiful to be able to be here and to see this happening. And so as much as you possibly can, please make sure that you foster a positive relationship between our authority, because they're really, really working hard on our behalf to be able to keep our streets safe. And it takes a collective effort to be able to make sure we continue to do that. So congratulations again. And I'm going to pass it off to next Councilor Janey, who is next in line, who represents our district as well at the City Hall. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I will keep my remarks very brief. Boston City Councilor Kim Janey. I have the pleasure of representing the community that I love so much, sharing that community with China Tyler at the state and working in partnership not just with state elected officials, but with our city police. This is a wonderful opportunity for community to come together with our police to build relationships so that we can build the trust that we need in our community. This is a wonderful example of who we are as a community, as our district attorney has already said, our commissioner and our mayor. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here and celebrate with all of you. So thank you for all that you do every single day to keep our communities healthy, strong, and vibrant.
Thank you, Councilor. Let me, couple more thank yous. I'm going to turn the microphone back over to the captain. You're doing an amazing job here. Thank you, Captain. If you look at some of the numbers in this district, the largest decrease in a lot of numbers. Thank you, Captain, for doing an amazing job. And to you and all of your fellow officers, I want to thank B2 for cooking out here today, the community service officers and all the officers of B2. Thank you for the great work you do. This is a very busy police station, and they do a very good job of making sure, building community trust and working with our young people to make sure they feel safe in our neighborhood. So special shout out to B2.
Hey, here's a fun fact about Captain Leighton Facey. He is the first African-American captain of Area B2, Roxbury, Dorchester. Give him a hand.
Woo! He just stole my line.
It's okay.
But I'll say it again. I'm very happy to be at B2 with Captain Facey. Thank you to the Commissioner for allowing me to come to B2 as a community service supervisor. One thing I can say for a fact is that everybody who works at B2 is invested in the community. Who are invested in every little small complaint, concern that comes in, and we want to address all of them. We put forth 110% to address every single concern that comes in, from loud music to double parkers. We are invested in fixing it, so feel free. If you have a concern, please reach out to us. Again, I want to again put out this idea that any concern that comes in, any complaint that comes in, all the things that make the community work, it's going to take all of us. And clearly you can look at the crowd and see all the people here that speaks to this idea of community policing. So thank everybody that's come out, everybody I've had the chance to interact with over the last few months, and all those I'm going to have the opportunity to interact with over the next few years. All right? So we have a couple of community awards we're going to give out tonight. Let's do Lavelle folks. If Lavelle folks can come up here. Lavelle. This may take a while he's doing all the hugging. I'll start reading. All right? I'm sorry. Lavelle Folks is a Community Service Award nomination recipient this year. Mr. Lavelle Folks is a Community Support Coordinator for Madison Park Development Corporation, right where we're standing. He has also facilitated the Orchard Garden Community Safety Meetings. Mr. Folk is instrumental in helping out the community, organizing safety plans, events, and promoting community awareness. Mr. Folks has been able to gain the trust of the adolescents within his own community as well as communities nearby, and we know how hard that is. He has molded and empowered future leaders in respective communities to be role models for positive change. Within the last few months, there were 2 shootings in the vicinity of Orchard Gardens. Mr. Folks immediately organized a community meeting to identify the issues in the area and encourage the community to be vigilant and proactive. Because of these courageous efforts, officers were able to make several arrests. Mr. Folks cares deeply about his community, is loved by the seniors as well as the youth. He has demonstrated outstanding community service and outreach over the years, is well respected among community leaders, residents in the Boston Police Department. I've been here for a few months. He has been one of the staples in terms of helping us get out in the community. So congratulations, Lavelle. So just real briefly, it says, Neighborhood Watch Unit, National Night Out 2019. Lavelle Folks is hereby presented Community Service Award in recognition of outstanding success in crime prevention activities that serve as inspiration to others to keep up the fight against crime in Boston. You got a couple words to say? Keep it short.
Real short. So I just want to say to promote VIP in the neighborhood trauma teams, it's really important that we continue to get out, connect with one another, build these relationships, build capacity, build our knowledge so we can build community and reduce the violence. So that's it.
Thank you. Let's all get in.
Come on, Captain.
Come on up. He's fine. you all. Thank you all. The second award for tonight is going to go to the 9 Streets group. If they could come up to the stage, please. Come on up. So as a community service supervisor, one of the things I first realized when I got here about 3 months ago was that there are a number of groups who are heavily invested, long-time residents of the city of the Dorchester-Roxbury area. And when I tell you there are meetings upon meetings every month, I've probably had the opportunity to meet 90% of them. There'll be plenty more. There are some who have taken breaks over the summer, but there are some groups that really go hard for their communities, who meet regularly, who reach out to us and help us in our efforts to fight crime. So the 2019 Crime Rise Group Service Award nomination goes to the 9 Street Groups. District 2 Community Service Office nominates the 9 Streets Group. 9 Streets has demonstrated long-standing vigilance within the community and continuously works together as a team. The group meets each month to discuss important issues affecting the community. 9 Streets has worked hard in changing quality of life issues they are faced with daily. In doing so, they have not only bettered the community, but also made the community safer. 9 Streets organization through community meetings have been instrumental in providing officers with information which helps combat crime in the areas such as drugs and prostitution. 9 Streets is a well-rounded group that continuously and timelessly works together to help build a better community. And a well-oiled machine, I must say. So congratulations.
Thank you very much, all of you, and we're going to fight and continue to keep our streets safe.
And we want to ask the people in our community, stand tall with us, stand strong, and we intend to move on and keep our streets clean and safe.
So on behalf of 9 Streets and all the other resident associations that are part of B2, we want to thank all of you for being such a partners, listening to all our emails, listening to all our concerns, and following through on different issues. We will continue to reach out to you and really work together to address the issues, but also try to give support to our young people and to our seniors who are in the neighborhood. Thank you very much.
Last but not least, if there's anybody here who lives in the community who is not part of a group, please reach out to our office. We'll get you connected with one of the community organizations. Thank you for coming out again.